Bethany Ballard, chapstick.
Cheslin Reese, hairbrushes. Gotta take care of the mane.
Savannah Gladew, pizza.
Olivia McLemore, arts and crafts.
Haley Ellis, and Kazoozles. Get them by the M-Mark across the street, buy one, eat one, best thing you ever ate.
Andrea Dalton, Netflix.
Peyton Roth, college football.
Peyton literally watched a rerun of the Georgia Tech game from like 2007 in her bedroom by herself.
Railroad wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Hell of a
Don't want any distractions.
Hell of an engineer. Hey.
All right. Rachel Reynolds, Candy Crush. I'm on level 383. So if you know me, send me some lives. Just saying.
Alexis Mercer, chapstick, working out, and Haley.
Me?
Haley, what'd I say? Can I say yeah? Yeah?
Heather Ellis, sleep.
Lacey Walker, and social media.
Jane Traska, chocolate. Chocolate makes everything better. Chocolate does make everything better.
Casey Patterson, tattoos and running. I get picked on by Coach. He calls me Tattoo Girl.
Tori Bates, Batman. The original. Batman! Batman!
She has a Snuggie, a full body Snuggie that she wears around the apartment like on a regular basis.
Hannah Reppert, Coke.
Kat Vogler, Sour Patch Watermelons, Mountain Dew, and the show Pretty Little Liars. Well, Ezra's A, and I just can't believe that he is A. And there's just these 4 girls, and they're just trying to figure out who killed their friend. That's all it is. I don't know. I'm just addicted to it.
Well, good morning, fans, and welcome to the Armstrong Softball Field as we are underway here in Game 1 of today's action. And a hard-line drive hit by Alexis Mercer is stabbed by the third baseman, Tori Weindorf of St. Leo, for the first out of the ball game. St. Leo and Armstrong here in Game 1 of today's action. It'll be St. Leo Mars Hill afterwards, and then Armstrong will wrap up the day's action taking on the Mars Hill Lions. Peyton Roth at the plate now, bunts it foul for strike 1. Armstrong coming in at 5-3, St. Leo at 5-6. The two teams played yesterday, and Armstrong won 7-2. Alana Table is the pitcher for St. Leo today against the Pirates, coming in with a 2-2 record on the season, a 5.25 earned run average. She had the save when St. Leo defeated Armstrong in the Eckerd College Triton Softball Classic last weekend. These two teams have met twice already this season. St. Leo won by 1 run down in St. Petersburg. Armstrong won yesterday. The Armstrong lineup saw Alexis Mercer line out. She is batting leadoff. Peyton Roth here, the right fielder, bats second. As there's a shot into the shortstop's glove as a leaping grab by Brittany Ewing. Means there's 2 down in the inning. So 2 hard hit balls by the Pirates off of Table and 2 outs as Lacey Walker comes to the plate. Walker serving as the designated player in this contest. Hannah Reppert will bat cleanup and play first base. Andrea Dalton plays center field, bats 5th. Haley Ellis, the catcher, bats 6th. Heather Ellis will be in left field. She'll bat 7th. Kat Vogler, the second baseman, bats 8th. And Casey Patterson will play 3rd and bat 9th. Walker 0-1 pitch coming. Well high, taken for a ball. Walker leads the Pirates in hitting in the early going, hitting .538 with 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. She picked up her first win in the circle yesterday for the Pirates in the win over St. Leo. 1-1 pitch, chopped foul over towards the Armstrong dugout. And it's 1-2. Table making her 8th appearance for start of the year, 18 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 33 hits. She has walked 6, struck out 8. The 1-2 pitch grounded to short, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop, Brittany Ewing. And so the error keeps the inning alive for the Pirates, and now Hannah Reppert will bat. The sophomore first baseman struggling a little bit at the plate, hitting just 192 with 4 runs batted in. The all-conference and all-region first baseman from Loganville, Georgia, chops this one to third, but that is a foul ball. And that is strike 1. Happy to be with you here at the Armstrong Softball Field for our first softball webcast of the season. Of course, the Pirates ranked number 5 in the nation coming in the preseason poll. Opened up the season with a 9-1 win over Mount Olive 2 weekends ago in a weather-filled weekend in which the Pirates got just 1 out of 4 games in. Little chopper to third. This will be thrown over the head of the first baseman. So another error on the play. Moves the runners to second and third. So a little bit of infield jitters after the first 2 hard hit balls were gloved by the shortstop Ewing and the third baseman Weindorf. Now errors by the shortstop and the third baseman have 2 runners in scoring position for Andrea Dalton. So a little quick meeting in the circle with the Lions infielders, the pitcher, and head coach John Conway.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 6, Andrea Dalton.
So now Andrea Dalton will bat with a couple of runners in scoring position. She looks at a pitch low for ball 1. Dalton hitting 154, 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch is outside, and it's 2-0. Just underway here at the Armstrong Softball Field. And the 2-0 pitch is low, so it's now 3-0. So Alana Table in danger of loading the bases here for the Lions. Again, all this coming with 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch is right over the plate for a strike, making it 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Dalton bats with Lacey Walker on it, third, Hannah Reppert on it, second. Pops this one up, foul territory down the right side. That's going to get out of play. And the count now runs full. Again, yesterday's action, Armstrong defeated Mars Hill 10-0 in 5 innings. St. Leo won a marathon against Mars Hill, winning 8-7 in 9 innings. And then Armstrong beat St. Leo 7-2 in the final game. Foul ball, and Dalton stays alive on the 3-2 count. St. Leo University out of the Sunshine State Conference. Pirates played all Sunshine State Conference teams down in St. Petersburg last weekend. 3-2 pitch, chopped foul. That was ball 4 she swung at, but she got a piece of it. So Dalton stays alive. Pirates defeated number 24 Barry and Rollins in the St. Petersburg tournament. As the 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And so Table comes back and gets the strikeout, and that ends the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the first with St. Leo coming to bat. We go to the bottom of the first inning. St. Leo will face Olivia McLemore, the junior right-hander from Salem, Alabama, 4-1 on the season with a 1.97 earned run average. 32 innings pitched. She's given up just 20 hits. She has walked 14, struck out 20. And she faces for the Lions Mackenzie Burns, Adriana Sanders, and Sarah Steiner. Cassie Boggs will bat cleanup. Brittany Ewing will bat 5th. Chelsea Steedley bats 6th. Tori Weindorf bats 7th. Michelle George 8th and Rachel Heath 9th for the Lions. Burns leads things off, the left fielder. Junior from Brooksville, Florida. Looks at a pitch low for a ball. Burns is hitting .316 on the season, 12 hits and 38 at-bats. She has a team-leading 6 stolen bases. 2-0 pitch, high for a ball. It's 3-0. Defensively for the Pirates, Haley Ellis is behind the plate. Hannah Reppert is at first. Kat Vogler at second. Alexis Mercer at short. Casey Patterson at third. And then the outfield from left to right. Heather Ellis, Andrea Dalton, and Peyton Roth. 3-0 pitch is low, and ball 4 will put the speedy Burns on first. And that will bring up Adriana Sanders. McLemore's first pitch is a strike. Burns was not going on the pitch. And it's a 0-1 count. Sanders hitting .292 for the Lions with a triple and a homer this season. 4 runs batted in. Bunts this one to third. Only play will be to the second baseman covering, so the sacrifice is successful. And that moves Burns into scoring position. And it brings up the designated player, Sarah Steiner. Steiner hitting .222 with 3 runs batted in, 6 hits and 27 at-bats. Started the game against the Pirates yesterday as the pitcher. First 3 hitters in the lineup for St. Leo, hitting from the left side against the righty McLemore. McLemore starts off Steiner with a strike. Even though the Pirates won yesterday's game against St. Leo 7-2, it was much closer than the score indicated. The Pirates pitched out of several jams against the Lions. Had a bases loaded, nobody out jam that Lacey Walker got out of with 3 straight pop-ups. And then St. Leo actually loaded the bases with 1 out in the 7th against the Pirates. But again, Armstrong able to pitch out of the jam. 1-1 delivery from McLemore. Grounded to second. Vogler will make the play to first. Runner moves from second to third. So Burns is now on third, but there are 2 down in the inning for Cassie Boggs, the first baseman. Boggs hitting .257 as that first pitch is low and outside. But of her 9 hits, she has a double, a triple, and a home run, and she leads the Lions with 10 runs batted in through the first 11 games of the season. McLemore's 1-0 pitch, grounded back to the pitcher. McLemore will throw on to first, and Reppert makes the tag. The throw from McLemore pulled her off the bag, but Reppert able to apply the tag on Boggs, and that will get the Pirates out of the inning. So we are through 1 here at the Armstrong Softball Field. No score between the Pirates and the Lions. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong Softball Field. It will be Haley Ellis, Heather Ellis, and Kat Vogler here in the top of the second inning. Again, the Pirates, the home team in this first game of today's action against the Lions of St. Leo. First pitch is grounded hard down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit for Ellis. And so the Pirates have the leadoff runner on. And that will bring up Haley Ellis's twin sister, Heather Ellis. Heather Ellis hitting .286 with an RBI. She shows bunt. And the pitch is in the dirt, and it gets past the catcher, so Haley Ellis is going to make it to second on the wild pitch. And now that puts Heather Ellis in an RBI opportunity. Ellis again will show bunt. The 1-0 pitch, bunted in front of the plate. Play to first is in time, so the sacrifice is successful. And now Haley Ellis is on third with less than 2 outs.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Kat Vogler.
And Kat Vogler will step to the plate. Vogler hitting at .357, 5 hits and 14 at-bats with an RBI, and she has a good RBI chance here. Any ball to the outfield could score Haley Ellis from third. First pitch to Vogler is in the dirt for ball 1. St. Leo, the home team today, or in this game, in the second game of today's action, Mars Hill will be the home team against St. Leo, and then we'll wrap up today's action as there's a shot into the gap in a right center field. This will get all the way to the fence, easily score Haley Ellis, and Kat Vogler pulls up into second base with an RBI double. The Pirates take a 1-0 lead.
Now batting for Armstrong, number
So Kat Vogler starts the scoring for the Pirates with an RBI double, her second double of the season. And she is now in scoring position for Casey Patterson. Patterson, the senior third baseman, All-American last year by the NFCA. So Patterson called time. Time was not given, and the pitcher did not deliver the pitch, so a ball to Patterson, but now a strike will even the count at 1-1. Patterson led the Peach Belt Conference in hitting last season with a .416 clip. She is hitting an even .300 this year with 2 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch, grounded up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Vogler rounds third, and now they'll hold the runner. A good throw in from center field. Probably would have gotten Vogler, so a wise decision to hold her up at third. So now there are runners at the corners for Alexis Mercer, who lined out to third her first time up. Mercer came into today hitting .500 with 5 homers and 12 runs batted in, both of those numbers leading the team. The reigning 2013 Peach Belt Conference Player of the Year in an RBI situation here. First pitch to her, popped foul. That's going to get out of play behind us for strike 1. Kat Vogler at third, Casey Patterson at first. 1 run already in the inning. Pirates looking for more here in the second. Alana Table with the pitch to Mercer. And that is low and outside for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch from Table. Popped foul, out of play down the right side. And the count moves to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind, by the way, blowing a little bit out to right center field. It was in most of the day yesterday here at the Armstrong Softball Field. Still didn't stop the Pirates from hitting 3 home runs in the game against St. Leo yesterday. 1-2 pitch hit deep to left. This one is carrying, and this one is gone. Alexis Mercer with her 6th home run of the season, and the Pirates now lead it 4-0. And there was no doubt about that one off the bat of Mercer. And the Pirates with the big early lead here. Blue. So Alexis Mercer, 6 home runs now, 15 runs batted in on the season. Pirates just 9 games into the season. And now Peyton Roth will bat. Roth shows bunt, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Roth came into today for the Pirates, 3rd best on the team with a .385 average, 5 runs batted in. Had a 2-hit day in the win over Mars Hill yesterday. And the Pirates won 10-0 in 5 innings. So the 0-2 pitch coming from Table to Roth, chopped foul at the plate. So Roth stays alive, the sophomore from Fayetteville, Georgia. Pretty much the entire lineup, starting lineup for the Pirates, the same from last year, with the only change being Lacey Walker taking over for the departed Shelby Duff. at the end of last season when the Pirates were in the D2 World Series, as this one is poked to third, and that's going to be an infield hit for Roth. And the Pirates keep it going here in the second for Lacey Walker. The Pirates were playing 3 freshmen in the lineup by the time the Pirates got to Salem last year and finished third in the D2 World Series. The twins, Haley and Heather Ellis and Peyton Roth, all freshmen, now sophomores, as the first pitch to Walker is in the dirt for a ball. Walker reached on an error by the shortstop, Brittany Ewing, in the first inning. Walker, the transfer from Chattanooga State Community College, was the conference player of the year last year for the Tigers. She grounds this one and breaks the bat. Throw to second's not in time. And Lacey Walker ends up on first with the handle of the bat. And that's going to be in the books as a fielder's choice. That will not be a hit for Walker. But it does go down as a broken bat. And now the Pirates have 2 on for Hannah Ruppert. Ruppert reached in the first inning on the errant throw by the third baseman, Tori Weindorf. First pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Ruppert out of Loganville, Georgia. Grounds this one foul down the third base side, but that makes the count 0-2. Armstrong baseball, by the way, in action today at 1 o'clock, taking on GRU Augusta, third game of their Peach Belt Conference Series. That first pitch will be at 1 p.m. over at Pirate Field. And then we'll be back with you at Pirate Field on Tuesday for Armstrong baseball against Payne College, as that pitch is down and away from table for a 1-2 count. 2 p.m. first pitch for the Pirates and Payne on Tuesday. Payne Roth on at second, Lacey Walker on at first. The 1-2 pitch grounded to second, and they'll throw on to first, and the double play gets the Lions out of the inning, but the Pirates plate 4, 3 on the home run by Alexis Mercer. We go to the bottom of the second, 4-0 Armstrong. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong Softball Field. We go to the bottom of the second inning. St. Leo will send Brittany Ewing, Chelsea Steedley, and Tori Weindorf to face Olivia McLemore, who now enjoys a 4-run lead. Thanks to her Pirate teammates, McLemore's first pitch is high and tight to Ewing for ball 1. Ewing hitting .265 this season with 8 runs batted in. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. Ewing is a senior from West Palm Beach, Florida, Palm Beach Gardens High School product. 2-0 pitch, that is a strike. And McLemore makes the count 2-1. Olivia McLemore, Gulf Coast State College product in her first year with the Pirates. Taking over as the #1 pitcher on the staff from Megan Barnwell, who won 86 games in her 4 seasons as a Pirate. McLemore, the 3-1 delivery, and that's low for ball 4. So for the second straight inning, McLemore walks the leadoff hitter. And that will bring up Chelsea Steedley, the center fielder.
Now batting for the Lions, number 18, Chelsea Steedley.
Steedley hitting .355. 1 double, 1 triple, 3 runs batted in. McLemore's first pitch to her is low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The pitch down low, and it's 2-0. And Haley Ellis calls time, and she wants to talk things over with McLemore briefly. And so does assistant coach Shelley Tate for the Pirates as she trots out to the circle. Armstrong women's basketball picked up a come-from-behind 81-80 win at Flagler yesterday. The Pirates clinching the Peach Belt Conference's East Division title with that win, with still 3 games left to go in the season. Pirates will be the top seed. Pirates will face the 4th seed out of the West, which as it stands now would be Georgia College. Young Harris leads the West and the Peach Belt, but they are ineligible for postseason play as they are in transition from NAIA. Pirates are 1.5 games behind Young Harris, by the way, for the overall Peach Belt Conference regular season title. Being on the mound is done, and McLemore delivers a pitch outside for a ball, and it's now 3-0. On Chelsea Steedley. 3-0 pitch, that is a strike at the knees, and it's 3-1. The pitch from McLemore, grounded to second. They'll go to second for 1, on to first, and safe at first. It was a little bit of a slow roller, so tough position for the Pirates to try and turn 2. They do get the lead runner, though, and so there's 1 down now for Tori Weindorf, the third baseman. Weindorf, a junior, hitting .261 with a couple of runs batted in. First pitch to her is low and away for a ball. St. Leo, 1-1 yesterday. Scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th to defeat Mars Hill 8-7, as that pitch is bunted foul off the foot of Haley Ellis, and she'll try and walk it off. The count is now 1-1. McLemore with the 1-1 delivery. That is outside, and it's 2-1. Armstrong will host Queens out of Charlotte, North Carolina next Saturday, as that pitch is bunted to third. Patterson wanted to go to second, but there was no one covering, so she ended up going to Vogler covering at first for the out. But the Pirates had another opportunity to turn two, but nobody on the bag.
Number 9, Michelle George.
As now Steedley is in scoring position. It worked as a bunt. And the first pitch from McLemore to Michelle George is inside for a ball. One 0 pitch, that's in the dirt. Blocked well by Ellis. And it's 2-0. Michelle George, a freshman, hitting .273, 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the early going for the Lions. Takes a strike on the 2-0 pitch to make it 2-1. 4-0 Pirates lead. We're in the bottom of the second inning. St. Leo, the home team in this matchup. Little chopper back to the pitcher, McLemore. She'll throw on to first. That will retire the side. So after 2 here at the Armstrong Softball Field, Pirates lead at 4-0. Andrea Dalton leads off the top of the third inning for the Pirates. She fouls off the first pitch over towards the St. Leo dugout, but that's going to hit on the dugout for strike one. Dalton struck out against Alana Table in the first inning, so she is 0 for 1 today. Senior outfielder from Tyrone, Georgia. Chattanooga State Community College product. Swings and grounds the 0-1 pitch into left field for a base hit. So Dalton has a single to start off the third inning. And that will bring up Haley Ellis. Ellis was 3 for 3 with a home run in the game against St. Leo yesterday, and it looks like we're going to have a pitching change, as the new pitcher for St. Leo will be Ashley Ehlers. So Table is out, Ehlers is in. Ehlers making her ninth appearance of the season. She is 1-0. With a 2.69 earned run average, 26 innings pitched. She's given up 21 hits. She has walked 11 and struck out 25. So Table exits for the Lions. She went 2+ innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. And she will face Haley Ellis here, with Andrea Dalton on at first. Nobody down in the top of the third inning.
Once again, batting for the Pirates, number 11, Haley Ellis.
Ellis started the 4-run second inning with a single. Later scored on the RBI double by Kat Vogler. Ayler's first pitch fouled back out of play for strike one. Right here. Ayler's 0-1 pitch. Ellis pops up the bunt, and they're going to let it roll foul, and it barely rolls foul. Heather Ellis thought it had spun back on the line and reacted accordingly when the foul call was delivered, but it is a foul ball and an 0-2 count on Haley Ellis. So the 0-2 pitch coming from Ehlers to Haley Ellis popped up, and that's going to get out of play behind us. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Ehlers way outside, taken for a ball. Nice stab behind the plate by the catcher, Adriana Sanders. That one could have easily gotten to the screen and allowed Dalton to advance. 1-2 pitch, grounded to second, could be 2. They go to second for 1, back to first, but not in time, so the Pirates stay out of the double play. Dalton is retired for 6, and there's 1 down for Heather Ellis.
Now batting for Armstrong, number 3, Heather Ellis.
Heather Ellis executed a successful sacrifice her first time up. First pitch is low and in from Ehlers for ball 1. One 0 pitch popped up into very shallow right field, and the play cannot be made. Now they'll throw to second. That's going to be a fielder's choice. It goes down in the books as a 4-6 because the second baseman, Heath, couldn't make the play but reacted quickly, picking up the ball and throwing on to second.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Kat Vogler.
So Kat Vogler will step to the plate. Runner on first, 2 down now in the inning. Vogler delivered an RBI double her first time up. She pops this one up to second base. Again, Heath sells underneath it. This time makes the grab, and that will retire the side. Pirates get a hit, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Armstrong. Rachel Heath, the second baseman for the Lions, looks at a first pitch strike from Olivia McLemore. Heath, the 9-hole hitter. Came into today for the Lions, hitting .222, 4 hits and 18 at-bats. Shows bunt and offers at the pitch, does not make contact. So McLemore now gets ahead in the count, 1-2. It's the 1-2 pitch from McLemore, down in the dirt, taken for a ball. It's 2-2. Two-two pitch, chopped foul. So Heath stays alive with the 2-2 count. Bottom of the third. Following this game, Mars Hill will take on St. Leo. Approximately 12:30, though that could change depending on how slow or quick this game progresses. Ground ball to second. Vogler shovels it to first, and there's one down. So one down as we head back to the top of the St. Leo order for Mackenzie Burns. She drew a leadoff walk in the first, was eventually stranded at third by the Pirates. McLemore's first pitch is down low for ball one. Armstrong, two-time Peach Belt Conference regular season champions, picked to win the league in a preseason poll of the league's coaches this year. 1-0 pitch is a strike from McLemore, making it 1-1. Pirates had a pair of preseason all-conference selections, basically the left half of the infield, Casey Patterson and Alexis Mercer, each earning spots on the preseason all-conference team. The 1-1 pitch fouled at the plate by Burns makes it 1-2. As we said before, 8 of the 9 starters in the lineup for the Pirates returning in the field. So a very experienced team for the Pirates returning this season. Ground ball back to the pitcher, McLemore. She'll throw on to first. And there's quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting for St. Leo, number 11, Adriana Sanders.
That brings up Adriana Sanders, the catcher. She had a successful sacrifice her first time up. Looks at a strike from McLemore, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch low for a ball. St. Leo 5-6 this season. Started off action in the Peach Belt Sunshine State Conference Challenge in Columbus, Georgia. As that pitch is low for ball 2. The Lions went 1-3 in that tournament, losing to North Georgia 9-4, Columbus State 2-1 and 8-7, but then beating Lander 4-1. 2-1 pitch, that's hit to short, and Alexis Mercer will make the grab to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions. We head to the top of the fourth. Armstrong leads 4-0. Casey Patterson leads things off for the Pirates here in the top of the 4th inning. Patterson singled and scored in the 2nd. Pops this one foul out of play down the left side. And it's 0-1. Patterson, the transfer from Georgia Perimeter. 2nd year with the Pirates, one of 3 seniors on Armstrong's roster this season. Bunts this one to the pitcher, throw to first in time. So nice job by the pitcher, Ashley Ehlers, to retire Patterson as she tries to bunt her way on.
Stepping back for the Pirates, number 21, Alexis Mercer.
And with one down, it brings up Alexis Mercer. Who had a 3-run home run her last time up. And she fouls off the first pitch here for strike 1. Mercer, the Rincon native, South Effingham High School product. Takes that pitch down and away for a ball. One ball, one strike. The pitch outside again, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. That is a strike. Good pitch from Ehlers. And it's now 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch from Ehlers in the dirt for a ball. And it's now 3-2. Popped up into right field. And making the catch is Michelle George for out number 1. Or excuse me, out number 2. So Ehlers has pitched well since coming in relief of Alana Table. She's set down 5 in a row. And now Peyton Roth will bat. She is 1 for 2 with a single. Big swing and a miss from Roth. And it's now 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Popped to first, and making the play in foul territory is the first baseman, Cassie Boggs. So 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates.
3 up, 3 down for the Pirates. We head to the bottom.
And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Armstrong leads it 4-0. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. St. Leo will send the 3-4-5 hitters in the order to face Olivia McLemore here in the bottom of the 4th. Sarah Steiner, the designated player, will
Leading off for St. Leo, number
stepped to the plate. She grounded out to second her first time up. First pitch for McLemore is high and outside for a ball. St. Leo had a good tournament in the Eckerd College Spring Invitational, going 3-2, beating Lee, Shorter, and Armstrong in the tournament, losing to Flagler and West Florida, as there is a strike from McLemore. And even the two games that the Lions lost were close affairs. The Flagler score was 5-3 and the West Florida score was 3-1. The 1-1 delivery from McLemore, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes. The pitch from McLemore, grounded to third. Great leaping grab by Patterson. She throws from her knees and gets Steiner at first. And Casey Patterson, laying out for it, gets the out.
Now batting for the Lions, number 23, Cassie Boggs.
Patterson, one of the better defensive players in the league last year, showing it there with the leaping stop. And first pitch swinging for the Lions here is Cassie Boggs, the first baseman. She fouls off the first pitch. Boggs grounded back to the pitcher her first time up, back in the first inning. Pitch bounces in front of the plate for McLemore for ball one. The 1-1 delivery from McLemore, low for ball two. The St. Leo Lions will be on the road next weekend at West Palm Beach, Florida at the Sailfish Showdown hosted by Palm Beach Atlantic. 2-1 pitch, down low, and it's 3-1. The Lions will play Goldie Beacom, Palm Beach Atlantic, Merrimack, and Flagler in the Sailfish Showdown next weekend. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from McLemore, chopped to first, but foul, and it's 3-2. Bottom of the fourth, first of 3 games today here at the Armstrong Softball Field. Mars Hill St. Leo next, and the Pirates will wrap up the day against Mars Hill. 3-2 pitch for McLemore, grounded to second. Vogler up with it, throws on to first, and there's 2 down. It's a defense on display here in the 4th inning by the Pirates. Casey Patterson and Kat Vogler with back-to-back great plays to keep the St. Leo Lions off the base paths, and now Brittany Ewing will bat. She drew a walk to lead off the 2nd inning. She takes a changeup low for ball one from McLemore. McLemore's 1-0 pitch, strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Armstrong men's basketball picked up a big win last night at Flagler, 92-89, to keep its postseason hopes alive. The Pirates are now tied with 2 other teams with 5 wins in the league for that last 4th spot in the East Division. As there's foul ball down the right side will get out of play, making it 1-2. Armstrong has 3 games remaining on the schedule. The problem for the Pirates is those 3 games are not against any of the teams that they're battling with for that last spot. They have a tough one Monday against Lander here at home, the nationally ranked USC Aiken on Saturday, and then Georgia College a week from Saturday. We will be with you at Alumni Arena tomorrow for basketball doubleheader action, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, women first, then the men. 2-2 pitch for McLemore, hit into center field, and that is caught by Dalton. Dalton broke in, then reached back and snared the drive to center field, and 3 great defensive plays keep the Lions scoreless as we head to the 5th, 4-0 Armstrong. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Lacey Walker, Hannah Reppert, Andrea Dalton to face Ashley Ehlers, who begins her 3rd inning of work. First pitch swinging is Walker. And she's behind the count now 0-1. Walker has reached on an error and also reached on a fielder's choice, so she's been on base twice but is officially 0 for 2. Foul ball back to the screen, makes it an 0-2 count. Oh-2 pitch, high and outside, taken for a ball. Since coming in the 3rd inning, after Alana Table gave up the leadoff single to Andrea Dalton, Ehlers has retired 6 in a row, as that pitch is high for ball 2. See that in softball a lot. One big inning can be the difference in the game. We saw that yesterday against Mars Hill as that shot is ripped down the left field line, foul. Armstrong against Mars Hill was a 1-0 game going into the 5th inning, and the Pirates put up 9 in the inning to win 10-0. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Walker, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Walker down on strikes for the first out of the inning. So that brings up Hannah Reppert.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 12, Hannah Reppert.
Reppert, 0 for 2. She has reached on an error, but she also grounded into a double play. First pitch from Ehlers is low for a ball. One 0 pitch outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Reppert back into the batter's box. The delivery from Ehlers. Called strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. Swing and a pop-up into very shallow center field. And the shortstop will end up making the play as Brittany Ewing makes the catch, then trips over the feet of her teammate Rachel Heath, but still maintains control of the ball. 8 in a row set down now by Ehlers. As Andrea Dalton comes to the plate, she is the last Pirate with a hit. The single that chased Table in the third. First pitch hit deep to left, but foul. And it's an 0-1 count. One pitch hit in the air to right. Settling underneath it and making the catch is Michelle George. 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Armstrong leads 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning here at the Armstrong Softball Field. 4-0 our score. Armstrong with a 4-run second inning leads the St. Leo Lions, who send Chelsea Steedley to the plate. She fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Steedley had 2 hits in the 8-7 win over Mars Hill on yesterday. Next pitch down and away for a ball, making it 1-1. Steedley reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. One pitch, grounded to short. Mercer up with it, throws on to first, and there's one away. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for St. Leo. Number 21, Angela Kafalis, will bat in place of the third baseman, Tori Weindorf. Kafalis hitting .206 on the season, 5 hits and 24 at-bats. McLemore's first pitch is inside for a ball. One 0 pitch hit deep to left, but foul, and it's 1-1. So the 1-1 pitch coming from Olivia McLemore. In the dirt for a ball, it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch down and away, and it's now 3-1 to the pinch hitter, Kafalis. And the 3-1 pitch is low for ball 4, so Kafalis does the job. She gets on base. Drawing the walk, she is the first base runner for the Lions since the second inning, and it brings up Michelle George, the right fielder. George grounded back to the pitcher in the second inning, so she is 0 for 1 today. First pitch is low for a ball. The walk issued by McLemore ends a streak of 10 straight set down by McLemore. Haley Ellis out to give a few quick words of encouragement to McLemore. Now the 1-0 pitch from McLemore is offered at by George. She does not catch up to it, and it's a 1-1 count. One pitch tapped back to McLemore. She'll go to second for 1. They'll get the lead runner. No chance to double up George down the line at first, but the fielder's choice is the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 0, Rachel Heath.
And it brings up Rachel Heath, the second baseman. Heath grounded out to second, her first time up. Runner goes on the pitch, throw down to second is not in time, and George steals second. That's her first stolen base of the year, and it puts a runner in scoring position. The pitch, I believe, was a ball, so it's a 1-0 count. And the next pitch down low, making it 2-0. Pitch, that's a strike. Two-one pitch, looped to third, and again, Casey Patterson comes up with the leaping grab and ends the inning. We are through 5 here at the Armstrong Softball Field. Pirates lead it 4-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong Softball Field. These defensive changes for St. Leo. In the 6th inning, Angela Kafalis, who came in to pinch hit in the bottom of the 5th, stays in the game to play right field. Michelle George moves from right field to second base, and Rachel Heath moves from second to third base. As Haley Ellis leads things off, looking at a ball after swinging and missing at the Ehlers delivery. It's a 1-1 count on the sophomore catcher. 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. One pitch hit in the air to right, so Kafalis will get a chance on her first batter, and she records the out for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 3, Heather Ellis.
That brings up Heather Ellis. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. First pitch swinging is Ellis on the pitch in the dirt, and it's 0-1. Next pitch bounces in for a ball. One pitch popped up to third, actually to short, as Ewing will call for it and make the grab.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 8, Kat Vogler.
11 straight set down by Ehlers now as Kat Vogler comes to the plate. 1 for 2 with an RBI double, which came in the 2nd inning. Ehlers' first pitch, a little bit high for ball 1. Again, St. Leo and Mars Hill will come your way about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game. We'll have that game for you on Live Stats. And then we'll be back with you on our webcast for Armstrong and Mars Hill. That game slated to begin at 2:30. 2-0 pitch to Vogler, low for ball 3. Delivery to Vogler, that is a strike, and it's 3-1. Ashley Ehlers in relief of Alana Table for St. Leo, as that one is fouled off the ankle of Vogler. Also knocked the scrunchie out of her hair. And so the count runs full on the Pirates' second baseman. The 3-2 delivery from Ehlers popped up, and the catcher, Adriana Sanders, will make the play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Armstrong leads at 4-0. move to the bottom of the 6th inning against St. Leo, the home team on the scoreboard and in the game here. The Lions will send the top of the order in the 6th. Against Olivia McLemore, Mackenzie Burns will step to the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded back to the pitcher, McLemore, her last time up. She looks at a strike here from McLemore, and it's 0-1. Four runs put up by the Pirates, all in the 2nd inning. The RBI double by Kat Vogler and the 3-run home run by Alexis Mercer. As the 0-1 pitch is chopped foul. And Burns falls behind 0-2. The home run by Mercer, by the way, 26th of her career. She is now tied for 6th all-time in Armstrong history with 26 home runs, tied with Crystal McCracken, Nicole Huddleston, and Shelby Duff, who all had 26 home runs in their Armstrong careers. 0-2 pitch outside, taken for a ball. The school record for career home runs is 41, set by Annie Sells, 1999 to 2002. The 1-2 pitch coming from McLemore. Grounded to second. Vogler will flip it to first, and there's one away. So one down for Adriana Sanders, the catcher. She lined out to short her last time up. 0 for 1, had a sacrifice in the 1st inning of our contest. First pitch is inside for a ball. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at the Armstrong Softball Field, blowing now across the field from left to right and a little bit in, as the 1-0 pitch from McLemore is in the dirt for a ball. The 2-0 pitch, that's a strike from McLemore, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, and that's off the glove of Patterson. And that is going to be the first hit of the ball game for the Lions. So the no-hit bit of McLemore ends with one out in the 6th. As Sanders is on at first, and it brings up Sarah Steiner, the designated player. McLemore's first pitch is a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, pop foul. That's going to get out of play behind us. So the count now 0-2. McLemore threw a one-hitter yesterday in 5 innings in the 10-0 win over Mars Hill. She also had a one-hitter against Mount Olive in the Pirates' 9-1 win over the Trojans back on February 2nd. Changeup taken for a ball from or by Steiner, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch, runner goes, throw down to second is not in time. And Sanders steals second. That's the second stolen base for the Lions in the game. And the second stolen base of the season for the catcher, Sanders. The 2-2 delivery Grounded into right field, and that's going to be a base hit. They're going to send the runner to the throw of the plate, is in plenty of time, and Ellis applies the tag, and out at the plate is Sanders. Peyton Roth guns down the runner at the plate for the second out of the inning. So back-to-back hits by the Lions. But an out at the plate means there's a runner on first and 2 down in the inning. And the first pitch from McLemore to Cassie Boggs is a ball. Boggs has grounded out to the pitcher and grounded out to second in her 2 at-bats today. 1-0 pitch, that's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for St. Leo. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Pirates, as that pitch is down and away. The 2-1 pitch from McLemore is outside, and it's 3-1. Big swing and a miss. And it runs the count full on Cassie Boggs, the first baseman. 3-2 pitch, poked to third. Patterson on the run, makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Casey Patterson helps end the threat. Also a nice defensive play by Peyton Roth in right field, gunning down a runner at the plate. We head to the 7th. Armstrong leads at 4-0.
Number 19, Casey Patterson.
Top of the 7th inning here at the Armstrong Softball Field. Casey Patterson will lead things off. She'll be followed by Alexis Mercer and Peyton Roth. Patterson ending the inning with a nice grab of the foul ball off the bat of Cassie Boggs in the 6th, and then looks at a pitch that sails inside for a ball here. Patterson is 1 for 2 in the game with a single. One-0 pitch lined off the glove of Ehlers. She recovers and will throw out Patterson at first. Hard hit ball, but Ehlers able to recover and make the play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now back for the Pirates, number 21, Alexis Mercer.
And that brings up Alexis Mercer. 1 for 3 with the 3-run home run in the second inning. She has also lined out to third and flied out to right. First pitch fouled back out of play. Pirates have not had a base runner since the third inning, as this one is hit in the air to right. It's Kafalis will make the play for out number 2, and the Pirates are going to bring in a pinch hitter here. Bethany Ballard is going to bat in place of Peyton Roth. Ballard, the freshman catcher from Cartersville, Georgia, getting her first at-bat as a Pirate. Batting in place of Peyton Roth. Ayler's first pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. A 1-pitch pop foul. It's going to get out of play. Now the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Armstrong leads it 4-0. Bottom of the 7th inning. Changes for the Pirates. Rachel Reynolds is going to come in and pitch the 7th inning. And her new battery mate is freshman catcher Tresslyn Reese. Reese comes in for Haley Ellis. Rachel Reynolds making her second appearance of the season. She threw a shutout inning in her previous appearance down in the Eckerd Softball Tournament. Peyton Roth also re-enters the game to play right field. Reynolds delivers a pitch that's inside. It's a 3-0 count now on the leadoff hitter in the inning for the Lions, Brittany Ewing, the shortstop. And the 3-0 pitch is high for ball 4. So St. Leo has the leadoff runner on here in the 7th. And it brings up the center fielder, Chelsea Steedley. So Olivia McLemore goes 6 innings, gives up 2 hits, no runs, walks 3, does not strike out a batter. And obviously is in line to win it, as that first pitch from Reynolds is letter high for a strike to Steedley. Steedley 0 for 2 with a ground out, also reached on a fielder's choice. Oh, 1 pitch, hit deep to left. On the run, though, is Heather Ellis, and Heather Ellis will make the catch in foul territory for out number 1. So that will bring up the right fielder, Angela Kafalis. She pinch hit for the Lions in the 5th and drew a walk. Reynolds' first pitch to her is lined foul down the third base side for strike 1. Four runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Pirates. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for St. Leo. The 0-1 pitch from Reynolds, high for ball 1. One pitch fouled off by Kafalis, and it's now 1-2. The transfer from Mercer, Reynolds last year for the Pirates was 5-1 with a 2.14 earned run average in 17 appearances. Also 2 saves. As the changeup there is hitting to center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit and get all the way to the fence. They'll send the runner from third as the ball gets away from Vogler. It'll be an RBI double for Kafalis. And it is now a 4-1 ball game.
Now batting for St. Leo, number 9, Michelle George.
And that'll bring up Michelle George, the second baseman. Reynolds' first pitch, high for a ball. And Shelley Tate, the assistant coach for the Pirates, out to talk things over with Reynolds. As it's 4-1. St. Leo with a runner on second. 1 down. Michelle George at the plate. The 1-0 pitch from Reynolds outside, and it's 2-0. Pitch bounces in for a ball, and it's 3-0. And you don't want to put George on because that would bring the tying run to the plate. 3-0 pitch, that's a strike, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch, low ball 4, and George draws the walk. And that brings up Rachel Heath. And Reynolds will exit here, and we're going to re-enter Olivia McLemore. So Reynolds faces 4 batters, gets 1 out, gives up 1 run. And McLemore will come back in to try and get the final 2 outs of the game and preserve this win for the Pirates. So Heath steps to the plate, 0 for 2, lined out to third her last time up. She has also grounded out to second. Ground ball could end the game if the Pirates could turn 2. They were close to turning 1 earlier in the game, as that pitch is low and outside for a ball. Two runners on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 1-0 pitch, that's a strike, and it's 1-1. One pitch swung on and missed by Heath, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch down low for ball 2. Two-two pitch grounded to first. Reppert will tag the runner for the 2nd out of the inning. Runners do advance. George moves to second. Kafalis to third. And Mackenzie Burns, the left fielder, will come to the plate. Burns is 0 for 2 with a walk. McLemore's first pitch is a strike. Oh, 1 pitch grounded to second. Vogler will flip it to first, and Armstrong takes game 1 of today's action. 4-1. McLemore is your winner, as she improves to 5-1 on the season. Pirates move to 6-3 overall. St. Leo, Alana Table is your loser. She falls to 2-3 on the season, and the Lions are now 5-7. St. Leo will take on Mars Hill in about 25 minutes' time. We'll have that game for you on Live Stats, and then we'll be back with you here for Armstrong against Mars Hill. Looking at probably about 2:45, maybe 3 o'clock for that start between the Pirates and the Lions.